who speaks in the burning bush. He is the voice of God that is not God, a paradox made flesh. In Islamic law, echoes of this idea appear too. The angel Idris, often equated with Enoch, is said to have been raised to a high station. The Quran says, quote, "And mention Idris in the book. Indeed, he was a man of truth and a prophet, and we raised him to a high place." Quran 19:56-57. All across ancient belief systems, we find this idea that a human can be exalted, that the divine is not separate from us, but dormant within. The transformation of Enoch into Metatron is not just mythological, it is alchemical. It speaks to the mystery of transmutation, from matter into light, from seeker into scribe, from man into divine memory. And that, perhaps, is the most dangerous idea of all. Before there was a New Testament, before the Gospels, before the name Jesus was ever spoken on Roman soil, there was Enoch, whispering of a chosen one, the Son of Man, revealed before time. The Book of Enoch speaks of a figure called the Son of Man, one who existed before the sun was born, before the stars were hung. He is hidden in the presence of the Most High, waiting to be revealed at the time of judgment. This figure is no ordinary man. He is pre-existent. He is enthroned. He sits beside God and executes divine judgment. Quote, verse Enoch 48:2-6. At that hour, that Son of Man was given a name even before the creation of the sun and the stars. He shall be a light to the Gentiles. He shall overthrow the kings from their thrones. He will be a staff for the righteous and a stumbling block for the wicked. Who is this radiant judge? Why does he echo the language of the Messiah, centuries before Christ? The parables, or similitudes, of Enoch's vision is not one parable, but three. Each unfolds like a prophecy sealed in metaphor, like thunder wrapped in riddles. First parable, the judgment of the watchers. The first vision speaks of the end of days, of fallen angels bound and judged, of stars that will not rise again, and of the chosen one, standing in the midst of the storm. But he does not destroy with a sword. He judges with his face. Those who see him either burn or awaken. Second parable, the destiny of souls. In this haunting prophecy, Enoch sees 4 hollow places carved in the mountain of the dead. They are chambers for souls, the righteous, the martyrs, the sinners, and the damned. And again the Son of Man appears, to raise the just and silence the wicked. This vision predates Christian ideas of resurrection and hell, yet its structure is eerily familiar. Third parable, the final judgment. The third vision is apocalyptic. The kings of the earth hide in caves. The mighty are stripped of their power, and the Son of Man rides on clouds, wielding judgment like fire. He is not described as God, but he sits with God. He is not the source of creation, but he was there when it was spoken. Scholars debate fiercely, is this a proto-Messiah, a heavenly being, or a metaphor for divine wisdom? Theological shockwaves, a Messiah, before the Messiah. The Book of Enoch predates the life of Jesus by hundreds of years, and yet it speaks of a Son of Man, a light to the nations, a judge of the wicked, a restorer of the righteous. Could it be that the earliest Christians already saw these echoes? Is it any wonder that the Book of Jude directly quotes Enoch? What if the Messiah was not a surprise? What if the world had been warned, but the warning was hidden? Suppression of the similitudes. The parables of Enoch, or similitudes, do not appear in the Dead Sea Scrolls. They're missing. Many scholars suspect they were written slightly later, during the 1st century BCE or CE, precisely when messianic hopes were at their peak. But why weren't they preserved? Some say they were too radical. Others believe they were intentionally erased. Their image of a divine judge perhaps too close to a controversial Nazarene carpenter. The mystical thread continues. In later mystical traditions, the figure of the Son of Man evolves. In Christianity, he becomes Jesus, the Logos made flesh. In Kabbalah, he is the Adam Kadmon, the primordial human blueprint. In Gnostic texts, he is the Ion, the divine emanation. In Islamic hadith, the Mahdi echoes the traits of a pre-appointed deliverer. But in Enoch he is older than all names, and his throne was always there. The parables of Enoch are not just apocalyptic visions. They are revelations of a cosmic plan, one that includes judgment, resurrection, and divine leadership. But more than that, they challenge us to ask, who is the Son of Man, and what if he's been with us all along? Not all ascents are physical. Some take place in the soul, the others in dreams. But the Book of Enoch speaks of an actual journey, one where a man is lifted through not just one, but 7 heavens, each more mysterious and more terrifying than the last. The cosmic ladder. In the second book of Enoch, sometimes called Slavonic Enoch or 2 Enoch, Enoch is taken not just to a celestial realm, but through a structured 7-level heaven. Each heaven is a dimension, a layer of reality with its own beings, laws, and purpose. What he sees defies all categories of religion. Heaven is not a singular paradise. It's a temple of mystery, with levels like rungs of a divine ladder. First and second heavens, the watchers in chains. In the lowest heavens, Enoch sees the atmosphere, where angels watch the stars, and where rebellious beings are imprisoned. These are the watchers, the same angels who fell in lust and taught forbidden knowledge to mankind. Quote 2 Enoch 7:1-3. And those men took me and led me up onto the second heaven and showed me prisoners hanging, watched, awaiting great condemnation. Third and fourth heavens, the garden and the judgment. In the third heaven, Enoch beholds paradise, a garden of righteousness reserved for the just, but just beneath it, a place of torture and darkness. This is not a medieval hell. It is older. It is a realm where fire speaks and where angels administer justice. Heaven and hell are not separate locations. They are layered into the same dimension, divided only by purity. Fifth and sixth heavens, the orders of angels. As Enoch ascends, he sees choirs of angels, each with distinct forms, purposes, and voices. These are not humanoid beings with wings. They are wheels of fire. They are minds made of thunder. They are messengers who do not speak. They resonate. In the fifth and sixth heavens, order reigns. Every angel has a role. Every word has weight. Every moment echoes with eternity. The seventh heaven, the throne of glory. At the pinnacle of his journey, Enoch reaches the seventh heaven, and what he sees cannot be unseen. He sees the Lord's throne, made of crystal and fire. He sees archangels standing guard, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Phanuel. He sees the books of life and judgment written by the heavenly scribes. Quote 2 Enoch 21. And the Lord summoned one of his archangels, and he took me up to a place where I saw the Lord's face, and I was transformed into light. Apotheosis, becoming the scribe of heaven. In this moment, Enoch is no longer a visitor. He becomes part of the divine order. He is given robes of glory, a pen of wisdom, and he is told, "Write what you have seen." Thus, Enoch, the man, becomes Enoch, the scribe of God, a mortal transformed into an immortal witness. Some traditions call him Metatron, the voice of the divine. Hidden implications. What does this vision mean? Is it metaphor or memory? Is the seven-heaven journey a mystical vision or an ancient map of consciousness? From Kabbalah to Sufism, Gnostic texts to Hermetic orders, the idea of ascent through levels of reality recurs. Could the Book of Enoch be the origin, a hidden root of the tree of life? The journey of Enoch is not just a tale of the heavens. It is a map of spiritual transformation, from earth to stars, from ignorance to insight, from dust to divinity. They were called the Nephilim, the giants, the fallen, the offspring of watchers and women. But were they real? And if so, where did they go? Or worse, do they still walk among us? Origins of the Nephilim. The term Nephilim appears in Genesis 6:4. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. But in Enoch's version, the story is far more explicit. The watchers, angelic beings sent to observe, instead fall in lust and rebellion. They take human wives, teaching them magic, sorcery, and warfare, and from these unions come the Nephilim. Not merely giants, but hybrids of divine and human DNA. Destruction of the giants. Their existence wreaks havoc. They consume all the food. Then they consume animals. Then humans. They become cannibals, vampires, destroyers of worlds. In Enoch, their fathers, the Watchers, are punished, and the Nephilim, they are slaughtered by the archangels. Their souls, however, do not rest. Quote, 1 Enoch 15:8-10. Now the giants, who are produced from the spirits and flesh, shall be called evil spirits upon the earth, and on the earth shall be their dwelling. Evil spirits have proceeded from their bodies. Their spirits become demons, earthbound, immortal, and hungry. Bloodlines of power. Some believe the blood of the Nephilim survived through secret bloodlines. In some esoteric traditions, the descendants of these hybrids became kings and emperors, sorcerers and prophets, even secret societies, from Nimrod to Pharaoh, from the Merovingians to the modern elite. Are there traces of divine rebellion running through royal veins?